Hey guys, what's up and welcome once again to my channel. It's Ali here with another video for you guys. So today's video, as you guys can see, I'm coming from my couch, and today's gonna be episode 2 of Let's Get Real. Your girl has had a lot on her mind and she just wants to sit down and chat it up with you guys, because I just feel like after 4 years of being on the tube, I have a sisterhood and also a brotherhood, because I know my bros are out there watching as well, that I can just sit down and talk to. So it's like, why not? Also, I do apologize if you guys can hear my lens focusing. I do have it on autofocus, so if you hear a little gearing noise, that's just my lens trying to make sure that your girl is in check. But on with the video. So as far as things on my mind, let me get comfy because I have a lot to talk to y'all about. As far as a lot of the things that have been on my mind, it's really more so about just being transparent on the tube. As I mentioned before, I've been on the tube for 4 years now, and I've been very thankful of the opportunities and all the good stuff that has come my way since being on the tube. But in the same breath, I also try to make sure and want to continue to make sure that I am being 100% myself. And the reason that has come up so much as of late is because I've gotten to a place where I do want to be much more professional and structured and just a lot more serious about the content that I'm uploading. But at the same time, I just want to keep it real with you guys, be able to sit back, relax, and engage with you all, which has always been my #1 priority. That's been my #1 thing since I started my channel, was Ali needs to be authentic 110%. So I just try to make sure that I continue to do that. And a lot of the reason why is because there's so much going on the tube already, and you know, of course the girl be watching a whole bunch of other videos and a whole lot of other people on the tube as well. And that's the main thing that I see whenever I read comments, where it's like, you know, well, such and such has changed and they weren't like this before, and so on and so forth. So I guess at the same time, there is like an underlying fear there of, ooh girl, they better not ever feel like you've changed. And that's why I try to be 100% myself. I'm not gonna lie, there are gonna be plenty of moments where yes, you'll see intellectual Ali and she's breaking it down for you, but at the same time, you're also going to see the little bits and pieces of fake ratchet Ali, which is more so the girl that is behind the scenes when she's hanging out with her girlfriends, or when she's home with family, or when she's out with bae, or whatever the case may be. I don't be acting ratchet when I'm out with bae. I'm pretty much very reserved and introverted for the most part, but I also have my extroverted moments. If you guys can relate, then maybe you're a fellow Gemini like I, or my fellow Geminis, y'all can go ahead and just hit the Gemini sign or be like Gemini gang, whatever the case may be. But for the most part, I am just trying to be 100% comfortable in my skin, especially being online for these past 4 years and putting myself out there, which was something that I never expected to do, honestly. Oh, let me move this scooch over here. I'm using my monitor again today, so it's helping because I can see myself that I'm in focus, but it's the whole yeah. But yeah, I mean, I've been, I guess, in a way, reflecting. I do tend to look at a lot of my old videos, and not that I see anything wrong with them, I just always try to make sure that I'm keeping myself in check. And for the most part, I love when people always tell me, you know, the same way you are on the tube is the same way you are in real life. I absolutely love that, because that is the goal. That is the ultimate goal. I always try to make sure that I just come across the same way I am with my girlfriends, the same way I am with my family, the same way I am with just anybody that, you know, I've met, and in the first 5 minutes they could probably get to know a little bit about me. That is how I love to come across online as well, because I don't want it to feel at any given point where it's like, oh my gosh, you know, Ali is, you know, this completely different person. I'm not gonna lie, I have always seen myself as an optimistic person. I've always considered myself to be 110% optimistic. That's just the way I view things. But of course, there's gonna be those negative moments in my life as well, where I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I'm not gonna lie. So for the most part, the times I guess where I wasn't filming consistently, that was around the time that a girl just wasn't feeling it. There was a lot going on, both with work and with school, where I just had really sucky moments, and that was the side of me that I didn't want you guys to see, mainly because of so much of the positivity that I put out there on my channel as well as on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll leave a link down below. That way you guys can catch up. And all my new subscribers, what's up? If y'all have Insta, or even if you don't have Insta, it's fine, but you know, you can just peek in and see what I do during my everyday life. And I feel like that's another way for you guys to really get to know me. Back to what I was saying, like a lot of schoolwork and just personal work was stressing me out pretty much. So when I get in a really sucky mood, it's bad. Like not bad in the sense of like, oh, I'm on a rampage and so on and so forth, but just in the sense of like I tend to be really hard on myself. That, and then I will also have moments where, like anyone else has experienced, I'm sure, you take it out on other people and it's not cool, it's not nice. Don't do it, because it will come back to bite you in the butt. But I'm just, it's all a learning experience, you know. I'm not perfect, no one is. So I want to make sure that, you know, this is a family thing, that a girl is really just being herself all day every day. So with that being said, you will start seeing more of my personality shine through. Because that's another thing too. I've always felt like, although yes, I'm being myself online and on YouTube, there are certain aspects of myself that I've held back, because I'm like, ooh, you know, is this gonna look right if, you know, say a brand or a company that I want to work with, you know, sees that sort of behavior. But in the same breath, I'm also like, you know what, screw that, I should be myself, you know, because that's also going to reap the benefits of them seeing like, wow, you know, this is her personality, this is who she is, and she owns it. So that's also something that I definitely advocate to anybody who is aspiring to start a YouTube channel, or even if it's a blog site, but a situation where you know that you have to put yourself out there. Be yourself. I think everybody that has come up to me, or everybody that has DM'd me, emailed me, left comments in the comment section asking, what do you have to do in order to be successful on YouTube or in anything else? Be yourself. Be yourself. Because if you try to cut corners, or if you create this facade that you know that you're not happy with, it's all gonna come tumbling down, quite honestly, because you're just never gonna feel like yourself. And those moments where you most feel like yourself, where you can definitely say like, yes, this is me, I'm owning it, I'm happy, my spirit is happy, and this is what I love to do, that's the personality that you should be portraying 24/7. So that's why I always say, like, don't worry about what the next person is doing, don't worry about what momentum everybody else is on. You just need to focus on yourself, center yourself, and be yourself. So that's been the biggest thing on my mind, and that's why I decided to, you know, create this segment of Let's Get Real, because it's really just about just shining through and just being myself. I mean, there's no other way to put it, really. If you guys are wondering what a girl did to her hair, also this is what my ends look like when I don't use perm rods. So all I did was, I had already done 2 flat twists, and I retwisted them last night. I added a bit of the Camille Rose Almond Dry Twisting Butter, which is this one right here. Yeah. And for my edges, I used the Design Essentials, which is actually my favorite edge control to date. This is the Design Essentials Coconut and Monoi edge control. And for my scalp, my absolute favorite oil at the moment, thank you to Mercedes who sent this out to me. This oil is bomb. It's the Daughter of Eve Korean Guava hair growth oil. Just in case you guys were wondering. Oh, focus, hello. There you go. Let's see. Also, what else? Also, if you guys feel like this comes across as like an update or so on and so forth, let me know, because I'm trying not to like give it like an update vibe. It's really more of just like a chit chat. And you can also leave some comments down below. What other topics do you want me to touch on? What conversations should we have in this segment, and so on and so forth. But today I'm just fake rambling because I feel good and I wanted to just like talk to y'all. Also, oh my gosh, where has Allie been? You guys and girls alike, I finally caught up with Insecure. Finally caught up with Insecure. Finally caught up with Insecure. I know. Allie, where have you been? What do you mean you just started watching Insecure? I know. So I started watching Insecure. Now, here's the funny thing. I started watching Insecure when the first season released. But I only watched episode 1. And I'm the type of person that I'll watch something and then later on is when I'll go back to it. So yes, a girl watched episode 1 and I never bothered to watch the rest of the episodes. Why? I have no idea. But at the same time, I'm happy that I didn't, because I got to binge watch. Yay! So I binge watched all of season 1 and woo, that was ridiculous. I've been so hooked since watching it. So I binge watched all of season 1, and then come to find out there were already 5 episodes into season 2, so of course I binge watched that as well. And I am just so like, there's so many mixed emotions. There are so many mixed emotions with this TV show. One emotion I do know is that I love it. I absolutely love it. I think Insecure is bomb as hell. It has become my new favorite TV show. It's one of those TV shows that it's like, you know when you go on a hiatus, because I think the last time I felt this excited for a TV show was when I was watching New Girl, and mind you, I haven't even finished that. So I remember watching the first couple of episodes, and I love anything that's like just really funny. I love to laugh as is. So seeing how much Insecure made me laugh was like, all right, this is a go. That, as well as it being a beautiful brown and chocolate cast, like hello, come through, all of my chocolate, as well as all of these beautiful and handsome men. The music is to die for. Like, I was pulling out my Shazam every 10 seconds to just like, can I figure out what song this is? But yes, I know there is a Spotify playlist. If you guys didn't know, they have a playlist on Spotify. That way you guys can find all of the tracks that are in all of the episodes. But the music definitely got me. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I see you. And just the concept and the storyline is great. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm Team Issa or Team Lawrence. I can understand both perspectives. I know I definitely relate to Issa a lot. I relate to her a lot. I'm constantly being told that I'm awkward, but just a lot of the scenarios that she has not only put herself in, but that she's been in and fallen into naturally, I feel like I've seen that for myself on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, it's a very bomb show, and I love shows that you can reflect and you can see yourself in them, because it's never a bad thing. Like, you never want to feel like, oh my gosh, like this is how I act, but it's nice to see it from another person's perspective. So like, seeing her was, yes, a reflection of myself, and I like that. I like that I can relate to her, and it kind of helps you fill in the gaps to like that puzzle piece that you never completed. So that's pretty much how I felt watching it. But honey, I am so pumped for episode 6. I'm kind of mad that I like binged watch, because now I'm like on that timing schedule of like, oh, every Sunday. So I'll possibly try and see if I can like hold out, but I doubt it. I know I'm gonna be like glued to the TV screen when episode 6 comes out, because it's only right. And the guys are like beautiful, and just the women as well. I think Issa is definitely, although she has her moments of obviously insecurity and questioning, and you know, just trying to figure out what the next indicated thing should be, she's also a very strong and intelligent, educated woman. And for the most part, she be dropping jewels the same way Molly be dropping jewels, and Kelly be dropping jewels, and Ashley be dropping jewels. So everybody has something to share, which I can appreciate, but no one really, how do I say it? No one downplays themselves at the end of the day. Like, I still feel like although these are women that may carry themselves a certain way that won't look right to another individual, they still know their worth in the end. So that's pretty much, I think, the message that I picked up from all of the women. And I love all of them equally. I think they're all funny as hell, and like I said, they always have something to share. Same thing with the guys. So it's a great duality of the male's perspective and the female's perspective. I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about the TV show? Are you an avid watcher? Do you just get on the bandwagon like me? Have you never seen the show at all? If you haven't, I suggest that you do, so that we can get into this conversation. I know I watched Jouelzy's review on it, and I thought it was like spot on. I love Jouelzy as is. Shout out to Jouelzy. I'll leave her link in my description box, that way you guys can check out her reviews and her thoughts on the TV show as well. But yeah, I mean, this is you know, this is Allie, and I hope you guys will continue to enjoy these videos. Feel free to let me know if there's anything that you guys want me to talk about on Let's Get Real, if there's any topics that I should touch on. If you guys just want to have a conversation, we can do that as well. As far as time frame, I think these segments are going to be pretty sporadic. I wouldn't want to overbear you guys with so much like emotion and craziness and cuckoo silly me all the time, but if that's what you want to see, you can feel free to let me know as well. Also, if you guys are wondering, my t-shirt is from SheInside. I will leave a link to where you can get this down below as well. And as mentioned, the products used in my hair will also be in the link down, will be in the description box down below. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this quick and short video. Love you all mucho. And as always, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!